All right, today's lesson is solving expressions with exponents. For most of you, I think this will be a good review, so feel free to go through this video as quickly as possible. Remember, the notes that we want you to take are in red, but most of this is in red. So your two goals are to identify the base and exponent in a term, and then to be able to solve expressions with exponents. So my notes got a little wonky, but that's okay. So we are going to look at two examples. I'm not sure why the formatting turned out like this, but it shouldn't be a big deal. So for example 1, we have 5 to the 4th power. And I'm going to rewrite this a little bit bigger. So 5 to the 4th. Of course, the exponent is the smaller number that is above the bigger number. So this is the exponent. And that means that this bigger number is our base. So when you are taking the SAT or something, it means that you will be able to identify the base and the exponent. Exponents are a little bit tricky just because we get in a hurry and make some simple mistakes. So the base of 5 to the 4th power means that our base number, 5, is going to be multiplied by itself 4 times because it is to the 4th power. So 5 to the 4th power is 5 times itself 4 times. Whereas over here, we can see that we have 3 to the 5th power. So that's going to be our base 3 multiplied by itself 5 times. And when you are actually solving these, you're not going to need to write this all out, but visually it might help to see. All right, so we're going to go with some very basic examples at the beginning, just like your assignment. So example 1 has 9 to the 3rd power. So in our brain, whether you can do this in your head or not, you want to understand that this is our base of 9, and it's going to be multiplied by itself 3 times. So 9 times 9 times 9. The exponent is 3, so we have 3 nines. Look at that. Mr. Norn can count to 3. Then you can solve this. You can multiply 9 times 9, which is 81, and 81 times 9 is 729. I like to break it apart just to use the order of operations, but if you can solve 9 times 9 times 9 in your head, feel free. Question 2, 6 to the 3rd power, very similar. Our base of 6 multiplied by itself 3 times. 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36, and 36 times 6 is 216. Pretty simple. Easy to make a mistake when we go too fast. A lot of people, if they go too quickly, they might think that 6 times 6 is 12, which it of course is not. Okay, a little bit tougher. 5 to the 3rd power plus 4 squared, or 4 to the 2nd power. So I'm going to write this out, even though we could just solve these. So 5 to the 3rd power plus 4 to the 2nd power. And using our order of operations, we know that we are going to do the addition after we finish the multiplication. So at no point are we going to do this 5 plus 4 business. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125 plus 16. And now that we've done all the multiplication, we can add these up to get 141. Again, I'm writing out the excessive amount of steps. You might be quick enough to skip some steps, which is perfectly fine. Number 4, I'll show you. So 2 to the 5th power plus 3 to the third power. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 plus 3 times 3 times 3. So again, all the multiplication first. We have 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 plus 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. So 32 plus 27 is 59. One more example before I let you try a couple, but you might be trying these already, which is fine. So 4 times 2 to the third power. So this is all multiplication, and I'm just going to rewrite this. Order of operations say that we need to get rid of the exponents first, so we're not going to do 4 times 2 and have that go to the third power. So that's going to change to 4 times 8, or we could break it apart into 3 2's and have a final answer of 32. All right, your turn to try this. Subtraction is going to be the same thing as addition, so go ahead and pause the video and try this. All right, we can see that exponents make our numbers pretty big pretty quickly, and a math error might be your only obstacle, or the fact that I can't draw a 3. There we go. So 8 times 8 times 8 is 64 times 8, which is 512, minus 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81. And if we subtract 512 minus 81, should get 431. Last one. Go ahead and pause. 3 squared multiplied by 2 to the fourth. We need to get rid of our exponents first. 3 times itself is 9, times 2 times itself 4 times is 16, and 9 times 16 is 144. Again, I think you're going to be pretty good at this, but double check your work, compare with your friends. I think you'll have a lot of success.